I am back again to talk about my thoughts and feelings over the last couple of days and what has been on my mind in the hopes that I can talk myself out of it and maybe provide somebody else with similar thoughts some ideas. That's about it. So I submitted my final paper yesterday and I am pretty sure I'm not failing uni and I should be ecstatic about finishing it. But I feel so lost. I feel like I hated the requirements and the structure and the expectations because I felt like it was impeding on my autonomy and it didn't allow me to do what I want to do. And now that I have ability to do anything that I want to do, I am not doing anything. Granted, I did probably burn out a bit, and I'm a bit tired. But these thoughts of my kind of internal locus of control, where is it? I feel like it doesn't combine very well with kind of ADHD and my issues with prioritization in the first place. Plus, living in an environment where a lot of my future was chosen for me while growing up, and I didn't really have much authority over kind of my future, and I kind of went along with it. Got me to a place where it's really hard for me to make the decision of doing stuff I want to be doing. And while not having that structure, that expectation of having to do something when I'm all by myself, I'm doing nothing. Also, I mean, not necessarily nothing. I guess I'm asking these questions. I did go for a walk and I'm trying to introspect. So it's important work. It's unpleasant. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what is going on. Also, another thing that's been circling my head is that I'm deathly afraid of complex work, hard work. Stuff like learning programming and learning software like Unreal Engine, it all feels so grueling. You have to establish a system, a discipline for approaching complex things. But that process of kind of making myself do something, it feels like torture because I feel like I theorized that potentially early on the way discipline was fostered in my life felt like torture. It felt like punishment. And now I need to disconnect that. So I've been telling myself for the last couple of days, and I hope I'll keep doing it. I'm free. I'm safe. I'm moving forward. I'm free. I'm safe. I'm moving forward. I've been trying to engage with some like reparenting techniques and like imagining myself like doing complex things when I was a kid and having like being yelled at and whatnot, and be that math homework or some shit, or having being taught how to whatever anything that involved activities with my dad was always a painful experience. So just kind of trying to imagine myself in those situations and kind of giving that version of myself the support that I needed at that point, rather than feeling shamed. I try to say that it's okay, things are hard. Because I realize, like, the first thing that I feel like whenever I encounter a complex issue in a video game, anywhere, and like learning complex things, all I want to do is run away and hide and not touch it. And that is never going to work. So now I have decisions to make. I mean, I want to try to develop internal locus of control. And from my research, it means taking accountability, outlining projects, outlining goals for every day, and trying to follow through on those goals. Um, and I guess with in terms of like complex and hard work is just trying to reframe that feeling into from danger to a challenge. Um, that would require. I mean, I feel like I just have to get exposed to it and try to kind of adapt my mindset. But yeah, it's kind of it's so sad that I feel like there are so many things I want to do when I'm busy with other stuff. And when I'm not busy with other stuff, I cannot find the energy to start doing the things that I want to be doing. But there are ways of moving forward. Interestingly, my thoughts immediately go to weed. I don't know, the way that it affects me is that I just don't have any of this overthinking and like any of this bullshit in my head whenever I smoke a bit of weed. I can sit down and I can open Unreal Engine within 2 minutes and just do something. I can open Ableton and fuck around in Ableton and just do something. But why are these things so fucking hard whenever I'm sober? The reason why they're hard is because they're kind of it disables some level of overthinking. It does that. But at the same time, it affects a lot of other things. It makes habit formation a lot harder. It affects the way I process information, and I get more in my head and makes me more paranoid over a long period of time. Not while doing it, but I've had, I overthink social interactions a lot already. And whenever, after a prolonged period of partaking in weed, it makes things even worse. Um, I hear double speak and what people are saying. It's like there's just saying it because they want to be hurtful or be neglectful. Um, and all of that is also like I think it's all just kind of surfacing the emotions that I haven't processed over like in a long period of time. But I'm doing it now, and I'm sober for now. I did message some friends and asked them if I can get some weed, so I'm not doing too good on that front. But I'm doing the work right now, and if I keep doing the work, eventually I will feel better. That's inevitable. So it's interesting. Today is now that the uni is over. I started this journal on the 8th of August last year. And I'm on the last page. And for anyone experiencing kind of similar thoughts that I am, really sit with them, think about them, write about them, and try to not assign a value judgment. I feel like I want to be saying these things to myself, and maybe that's what I'm doing right now, because I do feel bad about having them, and I feel bad about my friends not responding to me, but that's okay. That's out of my control. What is in my control is what I'm going to be doing next. And that's terrifying. There is so much I want to do, and I'm doing nothing. Why am I doing nothing? I think that's okay. As long as I keep asking those questions and I'm not escaping them through either gaming or drugs, I will come to an answer and I will overcome them. I am free, I am safe, and I'm moving forward. Yeah, that's about it.